Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am going to go over the math paper that you have to do for Thursday, and it has to do with the clock, as you can tell. There's clocks in there. So I wanted to review a little bit on the quarter hour. And parents, if you want to give the test a different day because you want to work with your student a little bit longer, that is perfectly okay. You can always have them do the first part of the test up until the clocks and then do the back side, and then when they feel a little more comfortable with the quarter hour, then you can do that at that time. Okay, so that's not a big deal if you want to leave this part for later, until they get a little bit better at reading time to the quarter hour. Okay, so I just want to review real quick. So like I said last time, when you are counting the minutes, which is the big hand, each of these big numbers on a clock, on the face of a clock, you are counting by fives. Okay, and so when you go around the clock, you are counting by fives all the way up to when you hit 60, which is o'clock. So that means you hit the next hour. Okay, so if I was to start moving this minute hand, you would go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, let me move my fingers, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and we say o'clock. Okay, so let's just go over that one more time. So if I were to move the minute hand down to here, to the 3, it would be, first we have to look at the hour hand, which is the small hand. Okay, so we always go to the left, and usually it's the smaller number except for one place, and I've told you that before. So so we know between 5 and 6, the smaller number is 5. And we haven't quite hit the next hour because before I moved the minute hand, we were right here. And if I were to have asked you guys in class, you would have said right away, because you guys are champions at this, that it is 5 o'clock. Okay, so now I'm just going to start moving the minute hand again. And let's all together count by fives. Here we go. Are you ready? Here we go. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so if your clock is looking like this, then we know it is 5, because between 5 and 6, the 5 is smaller. 5, 15. 5:15. So if you were to write that on your in a digital clock, it would be 5 dot dot 15. Okay, now let's keep moving our minute hand. Here we go. So starting at 15, well actually let's go ahead and start at the top again. That'll probably be a little more clear. Okay, so now again we're at 5 o'clock. Now we're going to go all the way to the next quarter, which is right here. Okay, here we go. Everyone count with me by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So if I were to ask you what time it is, raise your hand. Tell me what time it is. That's right. It is 5:30 because the minute hand is pointing straight down to the 6. 5:30. Okay? Now I'm going to move the minute hand back up to where we started. Over here. You know, I'm sorry, I'm a little wobbly. Okay, so we're going to start counting. So we went to this quarter, and then this quarter, and now we're going to this quarter right here, which is the 9. Okay, here we go. Everyone count with me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes? Okay, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So now we know it is 5, because this is smaller, 5, and it's to the left, 5:45. See that? So now if I were to move this minute hand, see how the hour hand is moving as I'm moving the minute hand? Here we go. It keeps moving, keeps moving. Do you see that? And now we hit the next hour, which is 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, which on a digital clock, on a digital clock you would write 6:00. Okay? All right, so this is a test. We know that because there's a yellow rectangle at the corner. Okay, make sure you put your name on your paper. Your parents are the name checkers. And if we have already learned a capital letter, and it's the capital letter for your name, then you need to write it in there, okay? All right, so this part right here, we're gonna do in just a little bit. And that part says, write the number your teacher says. Then number 2 direction, and remember, I want you to follow along with me with your finger as I read the direction, okay? Number 2 direction, write the before and after numbers, okay? So the number is in the middle. You are writing the before number and the after number. It is okay for you to use your writing office. That's what it's there for. It's to help you out, okay? Pretty soon you're not going to even need it anymore. But for right now, it's okay to open up your writing office and use the number chart that's in your writing office. Down here, it just says to add. That's right, it says to add. So you are adding 2 numbers together to come up with a brand new number, which is, what is the name of an addition answer? Everyone together. What is the name of the addition answer? That's right, it's a sum. A sum is the addition answer. Okay, down here, this is the part where parents, if you want to hold off on this because they're still not quite, your child is still not quite ready for it, that is perfectly okay. You can do it whenever you need to. Just as long as it gets done and you are practicing the quarter hour, then that's perfectly okay. So here you are, it says, what time is it? So you are going to write the digital time that it says in the analog clock, okay? You're going to write it there. The back side, this is the fun part. I always like this one. It says, fun with numbers. Count and write how many mice are wearing each color shirt. And we've done stuff that is similar to this before, okay? So each of the color of shirts, you are going to count in the picture how many of these mice have a red shirt, how many have a blue shirt, how many have a yellow shirt, that's one of my favorite colors, and how many have a purple shirt, okay? And it's super important that you are practicing how to write your numbers facing the correct way, okay? So don't just write a number and then leave it alone. Your writing office is right there, so you can check. You can hold up your paper to your writing office and your little number chart that's right there, and you can check to see if your number is written correctly and it is written the right way, because that is super, super important, okay? And that's about it with the math test. Just also make sure that you take your time and that you check your work. Okay, so right now let's go ahead and do this top part right here together, and your parents can, if you miss the number that I'm saying right now, your parents also have this page. So if you need a number repeated, they are more than welcome to repeat it to you, okay? Just ask very nicely to moms and dads, okay? Because remember, how we treat our parents is how we're treating God. So we need to make sure that we're always treating our parents with respect and being helpful, and we say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, No, sir, just like you guys do all the time in class. And I know you guys are so good at when we see one of our first responders who are very important to us at this time right now, that we say thank you for your service because they are working so hard to keep us safe and to protect us and to help us out when we need help. Okay, so we're going to start right here at the top. We're starting with the light brown bunny. And one little side note, my niece, Emily, who lives in California, she just got a bunny, and it is the cutest little thing. It's giant and white, and the eyeballs are on the side, just like it is on the pictures. And he's so cute, or I think it's a girl, actually. And her name is Sweet Bunny. So I thought that was the cutest name ever. Okay, so the light brown bunny right here. I need you to write the number... You ready? The number 23. Write the number 23 in that green box with the light brown bunny. I'm going to give you a few seconds. If you need more time, you can either pause it or you can ask your parents to repeat a number afterwards, okay? All right, let's move on to the white bunny. This is like Sweet Bunny that my niece has. Okay. In the red box, write the number, are you ready? 90. Write the number 90. And remember, you want to use your number chart to make sure you are writing those numbers facing the correct way. That's super, super important. Okay? All right, we're moving on to the last. It's like a chocolate bunny. Yummy, yummy. Well, not this one, but, you know, the chocolate bunnies that you get to eat. Okay, in the blue box, write the number, are you ready? 81. Write the number 81. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video for now so you can finish working on your test. And again, if you need any of these numbers repeated, ask Mom and Dad because they have a copy of what numbers go in there, okay? And then also parents, remember, if you need to take a little extra time to do this bottom part because you want to work a little bit longer with your child, then that is perfectly okay. You can do this part when they're ready. Okay? All right. I love you guys, and I hope you had a great day. It's nice and sunny today, so that's nice. Okay, I love you guys. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.